Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We got some very troubling report here, and it's troubling because it comes from the British intelligence services or agency or department, and that's one. The other one is a negative report that reflects negatively on Ukraine. Leave alone it's about the Wagner group or Wagner group, and it shows a lot of activity and the wrong activity for Ukraine, the right activity for the Russians. So this article comes from Reuters, so from the corporate media, and not from the Ukrainians. So that's a plus, I would say, but. And it's from today, the 27th of July 2022. This is the title. Russian firm Wagner made tactical advances in Donbass, UK intelligence reports. So Russian firm is not Russian mercenary company or so. I noticed that in the past, I would say maybe 2 weeks, the language articles from the Western media started referring to certain people from Russia or even from Ukraine or from organizations or even events. They changed like all negative on that side, all positive on this side. Oh, it can't happen, that thing. Oh yeah, definitely it happened here. So right here, the Russian firm. It would have been Russian mercenary accused of war crimes. Wagner group made tactical advance, but no, Russian firm. Okay, maybe they want to us. Oh, we'll see. Reuters, yeah, Russian private military firm. Ooh, again, nothing about mercenaries here. Private military firm associated with Putin. Usually that's how it goes. Remember, associated with Putin, private army. No, nothing. Russian private military firm Wagner has likely made tactical advances in the Donbass region of eastern Ukraine, British military intelligence said on Wednesday. So far, just this paragraph is balanced, or at least is the words used here are neutral. Nothing that would say, okay, I'm on this side or on that side of the equation. The advances were made around the Vuhleriska power plant and the nearby village of Novoluhansk or Novoluhanske. The Ministry of Defense said on Twitter, adding that some Ukrainian forces have likely withdrawn from the area. Have you heard that? Likely withdrawn from the area. So we have here this private military firm, they call it, advancing, and likely the other ones retreated. I didn't hear anything about being Putin's army, private army. I didn't hear anything about a word about mercenaries or the word inserted over there. I didn't hear anything about accused or alleged war crimes by mercenaries somewhere in Africa or in Syria. This kind of words, they're inserted when they talk about this. Remember, Wagner Group is a private contractor, military private contractor. That's what it is. You put it on the same level with Blackwater in the United States. And it was very, very active, Blackwater, in Iraq, if you remember. They refer to Blackwater private contractors. They refer to Wagner Group as a mercenary group or Putin's military army. Nevertheless, the thing is, they are advancing and the other side is retreating. I don't know if this was meant to draw attention to the fact that these mercenaries are in the area and they fight for Russia, and but it doesn't really matter. as the other side has the, what's that, the League, International League of, I don't know, angel and perfect people, something like that. I'm exaggerating the last two terms, but some international league. They are volunteers, the volunteers of this and that. They're a volunteer group. Allegedly, they came about, I don't know, like 20,000 or so. I don't know if that's true. They're not no mercenaries. They've never been referred as mercenaries. We forgot about the Azov battalion. Somehow we don't hear about it. I haven't heard about the Azov battalion or regiment for almost since those guys came out from Azovstal. They didn't surrender. They just came out to save lives, to save their skin. And then they went into the occupied territory. They were not taken there. They just went like for a stroll, for a walk, sightseeing, you know. These are the euphemisms they used. So since those guys are still interrogated by the Russians, and interrogation, you know how those are conducted, and if you don't, I can't, this is not the time to provide you with some information on that you can, it's available to find on online, or books, or people. So this is the, as I said, Azov battalion. I don't know what happened to it. It was destroyed because I haven't heard anything about it. Now the Russians turned into the nationalists. They didn't, they left alone I didn't hear the Nazi word much lately, or Nazi. I heard about nationalists. This is the word, which is not a, you know, it can be a nationalism. You love your nation. What's wrong with that? Nothing. As long as you destroy other nations because you think your nation is, needs those territories, and those nations are, inferior, and so on. Now that's wrong. That's not nationalism. Nationalism is to love your nation. It's like you love your parents. Why am I supposed to hate them? I can't love your parents more than I love my parents. I mean, that would be sick. Unless my parents are, bad people, and your parents are really good. That's still, yeah, you love them in a certain way, but still. So nationalists, when the Russians refer to the Ukrainian nationalists, I think they refer to them as that ideology from German ideology from 1930s, early 1940s, and as I said, they have Ukraine had a lot of problems. No, Ukraine. Soviet Union and the Russians had a lot of problems with the Ukrainian nationalists. If you look in their history, they had many both kinds of nationalists that I mentioned, the genuine ones and then the other ones. And the genuine ones were kind of taken care of by the Soviets when they came back. A lot of them just when they came back with the front, pushing the Germans, because these nationalists joined the Wehrmacht and the Germans in their struggle to deoccupy or have Ukraine. They joined the Germans, most nationalists. Some of them, from what I read, and I met a few. To be honest, because I met some that old people that ran from they hid in Romania when the Soviets came with the front. And I got to talk to one which was very, very close actually to me. And nevertheless, it's not about me here. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.